I am back with my notebook. In case you didn't see the first video, I use this notebook to make notes during the quantum healing hypnosis sessions. But the other day I had some time and I was just flicking through the notebook and I came across this exercise that I had done with a friend of mine back in the summer of 2019. And so I thought I would share the very first practice that we did together. Now, this was our personal practice. I feel like some time has passed, so it doesn't feel so fresh or personal. But I'm saying that because the first question was asking about two of her loved ones. And so two of her loved ones had received a diagnosis. And so one of the questions that we were asking was, what's the purpose of these projects? Now, in the Eastern healing art of Jinshin Jutsu, which I practice, we use the word project instead of ailment or condition or diagnosis because it's a totally different feeling. Projects are creative. There are many ways to work on a project, and projects are fun. You enter into a project with curiosity. So instead of saying or perceiving something as a problem, we perceive it as a project, and it shifts the perception and then the attitude and the approach. So the second question was, what's the true function of the medical field? And we were asking that because it was the medical field that would be bringing a solution to their projects. And also, both my friend and I are more on the non-invasive preventative care type camp. And that's especially what I do here. We're looking at the whole person. We're looking at how energy is moving, how that affects the psycho-emotional balance and stability, and the impact that then that has on the biology. And overall, it is from the point of view of the spiritual purpose, the spiritual function. From our point of view, everything has a purpose. Everything has a spiritual purpose. So for the sake of privacy, I will go ahead and change the names of the people. It was a male and a female, family members. And so for our purposes, the female will be Maria and the male will be Matthew. Okay, so again, the question, what's the purpose of these projects? The function for each ailment is as individual as the individual, and paradoxically is the same for all individuals, which is to realize that you or the I can never get sick or be ill or have a condition. But let's see how the function is an important one for the individual. Maria, she distracts herself easily, too easily with the minutiae of the world, makes herself busy and a little crazy. The function of this diagnosis is to create an opportunity to question her long-held beliefs and the beliefs of those around her. What beliefs does she hold about herself, her body, about the world? This is an opportunity to surrender beliefs that don't bring peace, that don't cultivate joy, that don't communicate love. Fear is never the answer. Matthew, this is just an experience. The best approach would be to treat the body lovingly, like a pet who needs to be treated at the vet. Take a little step back and receive care and allow yourself to be tended to and taken care of. And then this was the answer to part 2, what's the true function of the medical field? The modern medical field has a good, useful function to reset bones, to remove tumors, and stitch skin back together. It's an opportunity to check in with your own body, your own intuition or knowledge. Ask your body what it needs. Have faith. Ask God. Take the medicine. Receive the procedure. But know it's God that heals, because God created the solution in the first place. I love the reminder at the start that the you, the I, the meanness can never get sick, be ill, or have a condition. Because the I, the me, the self, is indivisible. It cannot truly be attacked. It cannot truly be hurt. And so it's not the I, it's not I am sick. It's not me that's sick. More that there is an imbalance in the body. More that there is some disharmony, some dis-ease that's happening energetically, psycho-emotionally, and then ultimately physical. And so what we find then is that the body is being used as a messenger to have a certain kind of experience that can be a bridge to realizing the spiritual function for this life. When we become sick and tired, it is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to check in, like this wisdom is saying, to ask, what is this for? While it's understandable that people will say, why me? Why now? Why this? But actually, a more helpful, more healing approach would be, what is this for and how is this helping me actually? And so once we can get an understanding of that, then there's room to move on to the other side of it. But what we are, the I, the me, is inherently whole and complete. And really, the answer to the what is this for is to bring more love here. The answer is to be still and to pay attention. Through the stillness and through paying attention, we can bring more love and more gratitude for what's here. All right, so I would love to hear your thoughts. Please share in the comments and check back as I share another one. There were 7 altogether. So this is number 2, even though this was actually the first one that we ever did. All right, have a great day.